Hey, everybody. We are live at the Paste Studio in New York right now with Emerson Hart. Emerson, thanks for being here, man.
Dude, my pleasure to be here.
Yeah, we appreciate it very much. And we are going to show your music to the internet right now. Congratulations to you, because 32,000 Days is out in the world right now.
It is.
And we'll hear 3 songs from it momentarily. What's coming up first?
I'm going to do a song off the record called Island. All right. Spent a lifetime burning bridges that I had to walk alone. Lies with a string and all the stitches, words to cover these old bones. Never thought I'd find my lighthouse, safer waters I could cross. Always running from the right now. One more drink will fill the loss. I survived because of you. I always felt like I was flying, but it was just the water rising. And all the swimming I remember, you saying don't you surrender. Love, I'm tired, but I'm still fighting. I need your arms to pull me right in and carry me to your island. Hollow driftwood, worn and battered, I'd follow every heavy storm. Yeah, I was wrecked and I was scattered when I washed up on your shore. You're the one who got me through. Might have died if not for you. I always felt like I was flying, but it was just the water rising. And all the swimming I remember, you saying don't you surrender. But love, I'm tired, but I'm still fighting. I need your arms to pull me right in and carry me to your island. 'Cause where you are, the sun is shining down on me, on your island, on your island. In the struggle I'm reminded you were made for me. But love, I'm tired and I'm still fighting. Need your arms to pull me right in and be my strong wind I can cling to. Call the tide in, be my rescue. It always felt like I was flying, but it was just the water rising. And all the streaming I remember is saying don't you surrender. Love, I'm tired and I'm still fighting. I need your arms to pull me right in and carry me to your island. That was the first time I played that.
Thank you, Emerson.
Thank you.
Yeah, dude, thank you. So for people becoming familiar with 32,000 Days for the first time right now on this live stream, can you talk more about the cohesive story to the entire thing, the story that you're telling through these songs about I mean, it's not too much to say American hero, right?
No, you could say it. Yeah,
seems accurate. I don't know that much about it. I'm finding out at the same time also. Tell us what this album's all about.
Well, I think the whole concept of the record started kind of as a parallel stories about my stepfather, Arthur, who's 93 this year, World War II vet, joined the Merchant Marines when he was 16, lied about his age, went off to serve his country. And my real father was killed when I was 10. And so he came into my life, my stepdad, around 11, 12. And he was just such a solid father to me. You know, he was born and bred in New York City. I grew up in Chelsea, right down the street from the studio here. And I spent most of my youth having him giving me money to go buy records. And it really changed me as a kid. Or go see a show, or go do this, get out of the apartment, go see these bands, go do this, you know. And in that process, I think when I sat down and started writing the record, it just made me realize, wow, our journeys, even though the songs might not be specifically, except for a few of them, 32,000 Days actually is, yeah, that's pretty much about him. But it's about that parallel journey that we took together and the different things that somebody has in, 90 years of a lifetime.
Nice. Well, dude, thank you for coming here and playing it for us, and for sharing the story behind it, for verbalizing it, and for playing it also. And there's a lot more music happening right now. What can you tell us what you're going to do second today?
I'm going to do the title track, 32,000 Days.
Nice.
So I started walking, and I started thinking, how will I know? It's a mouthful of minutes. You stumble and you're in it. And man, when you're in it, it goes where it goes. Looking down from atop of that hill, as if you just gonna stand still. When the lights go out, oh, I earn my standing home. It's when I move from here to Ghost, what's gonna matter most? The wrecks, the breaks, that one night in Marseille. I did 32,000 days. What's a takeaway? There's no demanding when you're the last one standing. Who do you tell? Is it all just something, or just good for nothing? Is there a price for ringing the bell? Looking down from atop of that hill, as if you just gonna stand still. When the lights go out, oh, I earn my standing home. It's when I move from here to Ghost, what's gonna matter most? The wrecks, the breaks, the lives I could not change. I did 32,000 days. What's a takeaway? It's a long way to travel when the wood hits the gavel. How did I do? Am I leaving it believing that I'm leaving it at even? It's a hell of a thing, it's a hell of a view. Looking down from atop of that hill, as if you just gonna stand still. When the lights go out, oh, I earn my standing home. when I move from here to Ghost, what's gonna matter most? The wrecks, the breaks, the ones that could not stay. I did 32,000 days. What's a takeaway? Looking down from the top of that hill, as if you just gonna stand still. The lights go out or I earn my standing O. It's when I move from here to Ghost, what's gonna matter most? The wrecks, the breaks, the lives I could not save. 'Cause I did 32,000 days. What's a takeaway?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. We've got the comment section here. John Coffey of the internet says, "Will I earn my standing O?" But he said that well before the lyric came out. So clearly, this man is a fan of that song, and got Detroit here and stoked on what you're doing. So thanks for playing, and thank you guys, the internet, for commenting. Tom Liska is also saying, "Can't wait for Emerson to start touring these new songs." So that is going to happen. The one that I know about is the Sail Across the Sun cruise from Miami to Nassau on February 14th, which should be a ton of fun. You're playing as Emerson Hart. You're also doing the Ezra Ray Hart thing on that cruise as well.
Oh, yeah, that's such a blast. I mean, it's Mark McGrath from Sugar Ray, Kevin Griffin from Better Than Ezra, and me. And it's the only job it's not a job, that's for sure. We always have such a good time.
Nice. Well, enjoy it, man. Hopefully, those 6-man cruises look so awesome. I've never been on one of them before, but that one looks absolutely amazing.
There really isn't a bad one. I'll be honest with you. We're doing, Tonic is doing it this month. It's the 20-year anniversary because we were on one of the first boats. And I cannot believe it's been 20 years, but Kayamo, Rock Boat, Sail Across the Sun, all of them are a good time.
Yeah.
All of them.
Nice. Yeah, dude, it absolutely looks like it. So enjoy that. Stay safe on the water. Have a good time.
I will. They don't let me drive the boat.
Yeah. So when you were writing this album, when you got involved in 32,000 Days, was it always obvious that this? I mean, people know you as the frontman of Tonic. Was it always obvious that this was an Emerson Hart solo project, or I mean, do you set out to write solo material, or do you just start writing and then it ends up in one of two buckets? Does it become evident somewhere along the path, or how does that generally work for you?
Well, usually, I mean, I write songs, so I'll write a song and I'll know pretty much 3/4 of the way through that it's not right for Tonic, or it's right for me, or maybe I should pitch it for somebody else. But for this one, I think I wrote 32,000 Days with my buddy John Randall Stewart, who's a really amazing songwriter and a good friend of mine. And I started telling him about my relationship with my stepfather and kind of his story, and we wrote the song. And after we were done, I played it for my wife, and she was like, "Man, this sounds like the beginning of a story," you know? And so we started going through songs that I'd been writing, and I just was not aware that I kind of was writing that story just subconsciously, which happens. I did that with Cigarettes and Gasoline, which was my first solo record, Beauty and Disrepair, which was the second one. I was just writing it, but I didn't realize it.
Yeah. Cool, man. Well, dude, good for you. That's got to feel good to have a story like that that's so personal out in the world. So we appreciate you coming here and telling it to us. And there is more music. You're going to play a third off of 32,000 Days right now. What's coming up last?
I want to do a song called Kids. I grew up in between Chelsea and on the Jersey Shore in Monmouth County, a little town called Atlantic Highlands. I stay in touch with a lot of kids I grew up with. Not as many as I'd like, but it's kind of a story about what it was like growing up there, and some of the kids that made it out and some that didn't. never said forever. We never said goodbye. There was now nothing that we would never try when we were kids. A junkyard full of Chevys and daisy pellet guns. We steal your parents' liquor, get drunk and throw it up when we were kids. When we were kids. But Nirvana was our Bible when we needed to be saved. Some of us survived it, but some never got away when we were kids. When we were kids. At night we'd trace the comets across a leather sky, parked out in a pasture, dirt, weed, and getting high. And punks and jocks and emo goths and homecoming queens, we just didn't realize we were yearbook memories when we were kids. When we were kids. But Nirvana was our Bible when we needed to be saved. Some of us survived it, but some never got away when we were kids. When we were kids. But Nirvana was our Bible when we needed to be saved. Some of us survived it, but some never got away when we were kids. When we were kids. But we never said forever, and we never said goodbye.
Man, dude, this has been great. This is exactly how I want to spend. It's Monday. It's Monday afternoon. This has been outstanding, dude. Thanks very much for coming by and playing. We appreciate it very much. If you, the internet, are just joining us right now, 32,000 Days is the record that we just heard 3 songs from. It's out in the world, and the one tour date that we know for sure about, Sail Across the Sun cruise, that's happening from Miami to Nassau and back on February 14th. So you'll be out there. Tour dates as they are announced at emersonhart.com. The UK is tuned in and looking forward to tour dates there, as is Chicago. They're looking forward to a stop in Chicago. And yeah, man, thanks again for coming by and playing. We appreciate it. And to come by whenever it makes sense for you, man. We'll be here doing this.
Dude, my pleasure. Thanks for having me.